Hello everybody and welcome back to some new Supercars 2025 gameplay here as Austin Cindric in his number 5 Tickford Racing Ford Mustang from the season finale at Adelaide. Now as we kick things off from one of the best street courses probably in the entire planet. It is such an awesome street course. There's barely any room for error, but plenty of room for racing. It's an awesome track that heads off into this first chicane. Once again, we are on Assetto Corsa with the Supercars mod that will be linked down below in the description. Track mod as well, linked down below if you want to give this combo a try yourself as we are diving it off into the next couple of corners here, right up to the cars in front of us. There's a bit of a mix of 2025 and 2024 cars and drivers in front of us for this episode, as actually we're going to see some trouble here right off the bat for one of the Championship 4 drivers this weekend of Chaz Mostert, as we would sneak our way through, get ourselves up into P17 behind our teammate of Cam Waters, who's had a bit of a moment there. So we'll pass Waters, and now we settle in behind Love and James Golding. A bit of a wild start now, and right up here in towards this right-hander. This is such a fun but treacherous corner right here. You go right towards the curb, and you exit super close to that left side wall. Last night, the first race actually came to an end early due to of course, Thomas Randall actually hitting that wall in the wet conditions, and red flag came out and they didn't have enough time to get the race restarted. It's really easy to screw up that corner and, well, knock the barrier in, and then, of course, at that point, everyone has to kind of stop there. They have to throw a safety car or red flag to make repairs to the wall. Now, this track mod, I'm going to look for some other Adelaide ones going forward because the difficulty here with the AI is a little bit weak. I was running at 97% difficulty for the first Supercars race we did a few weeks back at Gold Coast, and it was a pretty good balance. Here the AI was a little bit too easy on the same setting. You can of course go up to 100, but I was on 97, and yeah, I mean, you're gonna see it was a little bit on the easy side, but it was still a ton of fun that I was having right here. Now just trying to tackle this street course, it's a massive challenge, and it's so easy to get yourself in trouble now as we're trying to find some place here to get around Aaron Love at this point now, and he's doing a really good job kind of defending over myself now as Austin Cindric in his first race. They do 3 races this weekend, and it's all final 4 races to determine the championship in a playoff style format just like NASCAR has, but instead of a 1 race winner take all, they do it in a way better way of 3 races, and the most points wins as well. Brock Feeney, for example, went into the final round with a actual point advantage to begin with, so I feel like the Supercars playoffs honestly do things a lot better than what NASCAR does. But Austin Cindric ended up 23rd of 25 cars in the first race. I think we're going to do a little bit better, but that's the luxury of this being a video game. So we're to the right side here of Thomas Randall. We'll pass him, another teammate of ours now, as we go around the outside, leaving him plenty of room, really having to rely on the proximity radar. Can't quite see to my left side, of course, until they're, halfway in front of us, as you can see, but Randall's actually going to re-clear me down towards the final turn, bit of contact there on the left door, not wanting to run into a teammate, but we did anyways. Into P13 here behind James Golding. You got Cooper Murray just up in front as well, as we continue now to lap 3. Absolute action-packed here as we're heading side by side into turn 1. Do I lift? Yes, I do. I stay out of that one. I don't want to be side by side into that first chicane, but we would get up the inside of Golding here into the next corner, so that's going to be a free spot now, and up to P12 as we're quickly working our way through traffic. But hold on, Golding sends one up my inside, and as I look behind me, he's up and over. He's rolled his car onto his roof over the curbing. He went up and over on 2 wheels, and well, I mean, makes it easy for me, I guess, now as we are on to the back bumper now of Cooper Murray. You got Jack LeBrock, of course, just in front of him now. Of course, these are 2024 cars that we have just in front of us now, is actually going down into the back straightaway hairpin, going for a little dive up the inside. That's going to move us up into P15 at this point, as we continue to just slowly march our way forward here now. And it's been an absolutely fantastic race so far, and we've still got over 10 laps to go. We got 15 laps overall as we continue on, and just like I said, such a fun racetrack, and as well the entire weekend of Supercars here in Adelaide. I mean, Supercars everywhere, they always put on a big event, all day long. They've got like action going on the racetrack, and it's fantastic. I mean, they go from, they got the Porsche Cup cars up there, they've got the Trans Am cars as well. On top of that, they've got the Super 2 series, and then they of course jump into Supercars. It's just action-packed all day long. So I mean, I really dream of getting to visit a race here in Supercars at some point, because it's just seems like so much fun now, as we're actually going to pass the championship leader here coming into this weekend of Brock Feeney, as he's trying to put some pressure on myself. Nearly into that left side wall, of course, exactly what you want to avoid here now, as we got a move in front of us from Jackson Evans now, going up the inside of Macaulay Jones. They'll go wheel to wheel, and as we continue now following Macaulay Jones, who jumped down into P8, Evans had kind of driven away Jones a bit off the pace, and I'm right to his back bumper here. Gonna look for a move up the inside, so this should be a pretty easily done one. I mean, we're pretty well cleared the apex there, so yeah, not really a fight from Macaulay, so we move ourselves all the way up into P8 by this point, as we continue to march our way forward now on that 5 of 15. So we are very quickly getting through this grid. We've got several cars out of the race because they've literally rolled themselves on the curb. So another bit of an issue with this track mod here. Now there's plenty of Adelaide track mods, so definitely going to look into a different one here going forward. But I mean, still nonetheless, a lot of fun racing with this combination here. Now, we're just behind Evans as we come through to the 10 lap to go mark. Bit of a lockup there into turn 1. Now he's got to get really close there to that kind of sign on the left side of the curb. Of course, in the game, unfortunately, that sign is not a movable object, so if you hit it, you're going to die. As we are going to go around the outside of Evans, just about. He leaves just enough room to allow me to clear into the corner. Will Brown's up next. Actually, contact there with Evans. We go a little bit wide now, so we're going to have to repass him and focus back in. So I kind of went a little bit deep and kind of straight into the corner, and Evans was already kind of committed to the apex. So, I mean, that was kind of on me, as we're going to really get aggressive there over the curbing, but now down into the hairpin, another dive up the inside here, and this will allow us to get back up into P7 or well. You see in the proximity radar, it's still not a clear pass now, and Evans showing the nose. I'm going to leave the room, and finally we get clear. So now we can focus in on Will Brown, another championship 4 contender, of course, now as we've got, you know, Will Brown, Brock Feeney, Chaz Mostert, then you got the rookie of Kai Allen, actually, with an opportunity to become a Supercars champion. What a story that is, as we are leaning on the back bumper of the Red Bull driver, and as we come through the bend, as we head in towards the hairpin, got through there pretty good, but now Brown's got an opportunity to pass Andre Heimgartner, and he's going to easily get the job done there, or is he? He's up and over. He's going to be on his roof, or is he? Is he on his roof? He's on top of the barrier in the background. Oh my goodness, it's allowed me to easily pass Heimgartner. We're up into P5, and we continue to move our way forward. I mean, what a combo this track is with this car, as we're going to pass Cameron Hill and move ourselves into P4. We've got just Bryce Fullwood, Anton De Pasquale, and Nick Percat to go after now in front of us. As you can certainly see, yeah, I mean, the track, this mod, definitely the AI, like I said, overall just a bit slower around here, and I mean, we are absolutely flying. If I turned it up to the extra 3% to 100, I definitely would have still been considerably faster than everybody. So at this point now, I knew that as long as I don't screw up, it's going to be a pretty easy win here at this point. So definitely going to look for some more track mods, maybe that are a little bit more difficult with the AI here from Adelaide. Now, Adelaide actually is supposed to be coming to iRacing, so a combo I'd love to try with the supercar in iRacing sometime soon, as we are going to pass Bryce Fullwood. I am as well looking into, I've tried to do some Supercars career modes before, as Fullwood actually dives one back up my inside, and I catch the left side wall. But I am looking into, I mean, I've tried doing Supercars career modes, and then they just kind of don't go anywhere because I don't really plan my time out very well with it. But I am looking into a way next year to kind of do a career mode, and instead, or even in off season, of instead doing more of like, I record literally an entire season in bulk, and then make sure I get all the videos made before I even put them out. And then that way it's kind of like, okay, now we know what we're doing. We've kind of got everything done and ready to go. I'm not going to lose time of trying to find time to record the series, stuff like that. So stay tuned, never say never. As well, there's some more mods that kind of make the racing more fun now in Assetto Corsa, such as there is a mod to bring out safety cars now, and that was another thing I didn't really like about doing the original Supercars career modes with the mods, is there wasn't a chance for safety cars. So you know, it was pretty boring after things got strung out, but now it's like, okay, we could actually get some safety cars to spice up these races. So stay tuned. I'm definitely going to continue looking into it, but I mean, I just have such a blast driving this car, and I mean, it's just so much fun. So as we're actually going to go side by side into turn 1 with De Pasquale, and I mean, I cut massively over the curb, don't get called for it, so we're all good. We'll continue on and try to run down Nick Percat in these final closing laps of this race at this point. And we are coming to just, what, 4 laps to go here from Adelaide now. And let me know down below in the comments if you are a Supercars fan, who do you have actually winning the championship this weekend? As I'm currently commentating, qualifying for race 2 just kicked off. So they got qualifying, then they'll have the top 10 shootout. Then they'll have actually race 2, which is like just before midnight my time. Cannot wait to watch that tonight as well. And then this video will go out tomorrow in between race 2 and race 3 in the afternoon here in Canada. I think it'll be like really early morning Australia. Nonetheless, coming through to lap 13, this would be the fastest lap I would run, and I want you guys to be on board with this. Look how close I got to the board there, to the left side, using the curbs. Now we are a ways behind the next car in front of us, but I am confident that we can run him down. So we are continuing to absolutely haul the mail, as we are already over a second up on our best lap time previously. So we are flying here now as we come through the right-hander. You want to get right against that barrier there now and avoid that curb on the left. Now I don't know if this counts as a curb strike on this one right here. Boom, up and over top. I'm assuming we don't want to do that, of course, but I did it anyways, and I mean, we're not going to get hit for anything here in Assetto Corsa, so we continue to fly, and you can see the leader just starting to come up into our windshield. That's Nick Percat. How about that? Nick Percat leading this thing as we're right against the barrier on the left side. There is nothing much more fun than ripping through there. I think, is that turn 8? Correct me if I'm wrong. I believe that's turn 8, so yeah, I mean, that is so much fun ripping through there at high speed, going right up against the barrier. One little mistake can absolutely KO your car as we come towards the tail end of the lap now into this final sector, and just trying to get a little bit closer to Percat as we come to 2 laps to go. Really aggressive there and going down into the final corner right here. Out of the final turn, though, you can see how much closer we've gotten to Percat. Now, I would actually make a big mistake with 2 laps to go, so I didn't make up any ground at all. So it was the final lap when we were actually getting closer to Percat. So we cut to the final lap now, and we are within about a second of him as we continue to reel him into the braking zone. And now I've got him right where I want him. I'm confident on this final lap here that we can actually make this pass pretty easily and hopefully steal the win from Nick Percat, who's dominated this race as we're continuing here on the soft tire, of course, now. And this tire is held on really, really well, actually. Now you can see the left bottom kind of where the grip levels are, and we haven't really lost overall much on the tire. So here we go with the potential to make a move up the inside. I want to get the job done now and not have to wait around. So we're going to go side by side into the right-hander. This is such a sketchy corner that I say, you know what, I don't have the balls to do that. And Percat actually catches the wall and makes it easy. I mean, I kind of made that happen as we're going to outbrake into the hairpin, take the lead on the final lap here from Adelaide now, as that was so much fun as we come through the final few corners. We just got to hang on at this point now, down to first gear. We've got a comfortable lead. He's got absolutely nothing for us, and as we come through in towards the final bend and final turn, we have gone from the very back of the field to the very front here to take victory in Adelaide as Austin Cindric on the final lap here down the front straightaway. We take victory in Adelaide. I can't wait to watch the rest of the races this weekend. Hope you guys enjoy as well. Highly recommend getting SuperView or a membership on the Supercars YouTube channel and watching the races for yourself. You get so much on-track action. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching and have a great day.